Ah, I love having a keypad. That's nice. Alright, I gotta get my stuff out of here. It's actually looking kind of nice today, so I think we might do some brakes. I'll show you. We got, so far we have shoes, and I have this tool. The rest of the springs and stuff I can do with vice grips. I'm almost certain I can. We've done it with the S10. This is $6 for all these spring kits. I know someone's going to say something about Duralast parts, but I've used Duralast brakes in my Explorer, and, well, Master Parts Pro, it's close, the same quality, it's cheap. So, these will work fine. And I also have Duralast brake pads up front on this thing, which actually do pretty good, considering we towed a 3,000 pound car with this, and it handled it pretty good. Didn't really have any issues or concerns about brakes, so. But yeah, the rear brakes are definitely shot, so I think I can. This drum here is just barely getting worn, so I can probably get away with not having to put new drums on it. But yeah, 11-inch brakes. These shoes are huge. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and replace some brake drum shoes and springs. And should be somewhat straightforward. I've already planned out how I'm going to do it, so I have a pretty good idea how this is going to go together. So it should hopefully go together well. And on this side, at some point, we will also have to replace our wheel cylinders because they are pretty freaking old. They're 31 years old. In fact, this whole brake system in the back, including all the hoses, it's all stock. You kind of want to do this when your brakes are cool. These are not bad. The wheel cylinder's a little damp, but still usable. And the rotors really don't have all that much wear on them. We're going to need some vice grips here. We have a brake tool here. I couldn't get the one that has the spring thing there, didn't have it, so we're going to do this the hard way. So basically, this just pushes down and you can turn it. So this is the longer one. This one actually looks like it's going to go this way. Yeah, the angle of the brake pad's the same. And then you have your shorter one here. Which I believe a little bit different. Let's see. Let's check this one out. So the material is a little bit different here. Spring orientation, everything's the same. Length is the same. Yeah, they're the same, just the material is a little bit downward. Might be a little bit better for it. Yeah, alright, so that's that side. So, I suppose we should start by taking these out. Let's see. Ah, there we go. So if you end up pushing this spring in, this one here with your tool, and it just doesn't come undone, come over to the back side and push on the pin here. I'll take that out. Yeah, these are old. Yeah, let's get these springs out. She's already ready to come out. There's nothing holding it together. So we need to remember that this spring here is going to go up there. So let's get this spring off here and get her off. Alright, we did this with the S10. I think I can do it with a Ford. Go. Kind of put these in the order that I take them off. That. This thing here is still good. This is our self-adjuster, which is hooked on to a little piece at the bottom here. Looks like we have a parking brake cable. So let's get that off. So that goes in this hole above the small one. That. Okay. Let's see what's going on. I need to get that off there. Now we have a spring down at the bottom that is holding this other shoe. We have our adjuster. This is our self-adjuster here. We're going to need to disassemble this and lubricate it. So this part here hooks on right into here at the bottom. This is Wagner. I don't know if that's what Ford used back in the day. Thought it would be Fomoco, but I could be wrong. Okay, and this little thingy here, I actually forgot what this is called, but it goes at the top here. It's the first thing that goes on. This guy here I can take out. Goes in kind of like that. Okay. Find our stud in the back. Got her off. Clean this thing out. I think that's going in as far as it's wanting to go. Clean that shit up real good. You can already see in the video it's pretty shiny. Oh boy. Does this come with a self-adjuster? I doubt it. So this is kind of locked up. I don't even know there my channel locks. I think this self-adjuster is well, this is completely seized, so we're gonna have to go get 2 new self-adjusters. But I think we can get the rest of the pads on our shoes. When I go on, should look something like that. Held in, it's got its little keeper. I'll get the other side on. Fuck. God damn it. We'll eventually get it. That side is in. Plunger back in. I'm gonna clean this up real quick and I'll go ahead and put that in there. Even this spring's starting to break. Oh well. You gotta love good old Scotch-Brite. And this goes in here one way or another. Goes in there like that. I'm actually gonna go ahead and see. This is down to the bottom. This is where that this cable ends up hooking to. And then down the bottom, this blue spring ends up holding it together. Which I'm not going to put on yet because I have to put that adjuster on. So we'll wait for that part. Go ahead and clean up this. Should go in this one hole here. This one here I know for sure. Alright, goes on top. Oh, there we go. Oh man, gotta use some brute force on that one. Okay, and then when this guy here comes up, he hooks on. And then this blue spring here at the bottom, this blue spring here is going to hook in like that, and he's going to hook down to the bottom. I think he's going to... Okay, we are back. Tried to get my drums turned, but fortunately they're far gone. So we're still gonna use them. And just so we can prevent this from seizing up, we are going to lube these up. These probably already had a little bit in them. Doesn't really look like it, but we're going to make sure we have some. Smells delicious. Just do one side and you get all the threads nicely coated. It actually looks like this is right about here, according to the other side. This is going to be the fun part. There we go. That's how it looks like on the other side. Alright, she's all done. So the way this spring here is to hook into this big ass hole, goes over here, and also when you do that, make sure that your cable is on there. And I got this somewhat adjusted so there's a little bit of drag. You can always back this out. It's pretty easy to adjust actually. So this side's done. I stopped to figure out why it's not getting fluid, so I bet you it's all bunged up right here. So yeah, this should be interesting. Alright, well the brake on that side's bled. I'm actually getting fluid to this line now, except I can't bleed it because that cylinder is dead. It does work though. I did see it was moving the drum there, so I know that works. And on this side I bled just a little bit. I just gotta put her in reverse and see how she does. You'll have to excuse Woodstock in the background, but we did run into a couple of issues with the brakes. We weren't quite able to bleed out, at least the driver's side, because the wheel cylinder is pretty shot, and for whatever reason the fluid's not able to move from the brake line and through the cylinder and out the bleeder. The cylinder does function. I did actually see it move the brake shoes, but it's still got some air in it, so the pedal's kind of soft. So what we're going to end up doing is replacing both wheel cylinders, and we're going to go ahead and make a separate video on that. But for right now it does stop, and I was able to get the brakes to lock up. I slammed on them pretty hard. They do work, and there is a bit of a difference with the new shoes, so I think once we bleed them out, get the new cylinders in, bleed that old nasty brake fluid out, and get some fresh stuff in there, I think we're gonna have some pretty good brakes. But no more itchy and scratchiness. There's no more. Well, the one side was when you'd hit the brakes, because the one side that works was pulled to the right, so it doesn't seem to be doing that now. It seems to be stopping pretty straight. So. And I don't have any drag on the one side, so it should be good to go. But yeah, probably next week we'll have a video on doing the wheel cylinder replacement. Anyways, thanks for watching.